Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Generic Commander, the show where we get together and we're just a couple of dudes playing Commander, which I think is about the most generic stuff you can get on this platform. But you know what? We have a great time doing it, and we're a bunch of fun, I think. And today we're doing Revenge Week, if I recall correctly. Check me on that, guys, if I'm not remembering. So all of the decks that are here at this table have been featured before on this channel and have failed spectacularly in their attempt to take glory. And today we're giving them another shot. And let's go ahead and get started around the horn with Jolly. What you on, man? What's going on?
Bringing back, this was the commander that I brought for stuff that's completely outside of our wheelhouse episode. I ended up really liking this deck. Might re-get it in paper. But it's Muldrotha Self-Mill Reanimator with a huge emphasis on on Craterhoof Behemoth. My goal is, if on turn 1 I could put Craterhoof Behemoth in the graveyard and reanimate it, I would do it, and I will still lose this game. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to Craterhoof as early and as often as we possibly can through reanimation and various clones.
Oh,
I love
this. I
suboptimal
like this
Craterhoof.
deck.
Me too.
I enjoyed this.
Excellent. Yeah. So Russ, what are you doing?
I am playing Dracula the Voyager. Just kidding. It's Edgar Chart Group / Edgar Markov's Coffin. It's Vampire Aristocrats. It's not even being clever. Like, I'm trying to be as on theme as humanly possible and still
vampirely possible.
Exactly.
Nah.
As undeadly as possible. Because, the deck doesn't win, so it's undeadly.
I see what you did there.
Hey! But yeah, it's basically cast vampires, make vampires, sack vampires, make everybody lose life while I gain life. And go, wahaha.
Rock on. And Jarvis, what you up to, man?
I'm bringing back Laelia. Laelia has not gotten to go off, and I'm hoping she goes off. She wants to exile cards from my library and exile cards from my graveyard, get big, and deal commander damage. There's some cascading, there's some discovering, but we'll all discover new things, not just me.
Aw.
I'm
here for it.
Discovery is the friends we made along the way.
Let's go with that.
But I don't want
and I'm excited to see Laelia pop up again, because that deck is genuinely frightening. But I also went back and was listening back to that episode, and I realized in those early turns, man, I targeted you hard because I was terrified of that deck, and I'm sorry. That was worse than I had to be. And you were very nice to me, and you easily could have cut off all my mana for that game. Anyway, so I want you to know, and here, dear viewers, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Today, I'm going to be playing Hashaton, Scarab's Fist. This is the upgraded Aether Drift Precon, which I upgraded like a third of the cards in it, which I'm also looking at my opening hand realizing I didn't make as many changes to the mana base as I probably should have. But we'll see what happens. And so it's gonna be very fun. This is the secondary commander from the Esper zombie Precon from Aether Drift. And it's all about discarding creatures, turning them into tokens. I've got my infinite tokens ready to go. Yeah, it's gonna get weird. It's gonna get fun. Forward to it. So, all right, gentlemen, we ready to kick this thing off?
Let's kick a thing.
All right. And my cat Peas Blossom is here to say hello. She wants in on this.
Hey,
all right. So I'm going to get things started. I'm not going to untap anything, but I'm going to have the untap step, and then I'm going to upkeep and draw. And as my land for turn, I'm actually thinking, what do I want to do here? You know what? I think I'm going to start with a Terramorphic Expanse, which I will crack for an island, and then I'll pass it. So, Jolly, take it away, good sir.
Untap, upkeep, drawing a card. I will play I will play Underground River. Underground River. I can hurt myself today, or add a colorless for not hurt. I'm done.
Do you do color? You'll see if you still feel?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Draw it. Ooh, I like this because it comes in tapped. I'm going to play a Barret Door. Comes in tapped. And pass.
I typically don't get excited when my stuff comes in tapped, but you do you, boo-boo. I'm going to play a hidden... I'm playing a Hidden Volcano as my land for turn. It's Discover land. and I'll
In
pass.
any other deck, I'd say that thing's terrible and you shouldn't run it. But I know what you're up to, so let's go. All right.
You don't
In
like
any
the
other deck,
Discover Lands?
I would say you're right.
No, I don't. I do not like the Discover Lands at all.
Oh,
They're tapped
man, I like
monocolor
'em.
lands. Like
You're essentially
they're tapped
paying
mono lands.
You're paying 6 mana for a forecasting
Yeah.
spell.
But if you just need to discover late in the game, it'll get you there. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and untap this island. Draw this card. Then my man is gonna be all cattywampus. I'm gonna play an Unholy Grotto
Nice.
and tap 2 and navigate around this cat. And then I'm gonna play a Planner Atlas. It enters the battlefield tapped, and when it does, I may look at the top 4 cards of my library, and if I do, reveal up to 1 land card from among them, put that card on the top of my library, and the rest on the bottom. So
Nice.
top 4. Just guarantee I'm gonna draw a land, hopefully. Oh, I got choices. Oh, what am I?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try
Hey,
to
now,
worry about it. Well,
you're
these
an
are the
all-star.
4 cards that are revealed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that it really makes this.
I like that
different,
hand is
but-
like turning his back to the table, like it's gonna matter.
I'm trying. No, I'm just trying to keep my cat away from my cards. That's all it is. I promise. I'm not trying to do anything shady. I'm gonna
Well-
reveal the swamp.
If you were trying to do something shady, you would have been doing an awful job because we could see where
yeah.
you were holding the cards.
Yeah, I'm aware. I promise that was nothing. Yeah, there was nothing untoward going on there. All right, so I'm gonna draw that swamp next turn, and in the meantime, I'm gonna pass it.
No, you just
Ba-bow.
reminded me of my toddler when she had something in her hands that she's not supposed to.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But you're like, no, you don't see it.
Yeah.
Now, normally, I just drew the best card in my deck.
You should
I'm
have
gonna
tapped
tap-
that for a blue at the end of his end step.
Well, I'm tapping it for a blue now,
But you could be to
Um,
38.
because I'm going to cast a Hedron Crab, which I would
You
normally use
motherfucker.
to mill myself. But I'm going to play a forest, and I'm going to mill ham for 3.
That swamp. Friggin' Arcane Sanctum.
I'll just toss
And
that
Swords
swamp
to
right.
Plowshares. Ooh,
Garbage.
those were 3 really good mills. Very nice, very nice.
I can't
thanks for
swing.
Mhm.
I passed turn.
That was devious. I enjoy it.
That was pretty sinister, and I can't deny it. That actually was pretty neat. Yep.
I'm gonna play a command tower for turn.
Very good.
I'm gonna play tap 1 black and play a Viscerous here. It's a 1/1 for 1. I sacrifice a creature and scry 1. I'm sorry, I do not pay 1. It's a 1/1 that you sacrifice a creature and scry 1, and then I pass.
I was like, man, Serious here got a lot worse.
I know, right?
I'm going to play a War Room.
Nice.
I'm going to tap for 2 and get the key to the city. I get tapped to discard a card and make a creature unblockable. And when it becomes untapped, I get to pay 2 to draw a card.
Very good.
Nothing to see here. I'll pass.
Really cool. All right. Untap up, keep drawing a card that probably. All right. I was about to say probably isn't a swamp, but
It was.
it was, but playing it here is suboptimal. So I can't yeah, miracle the Thoughtseize bugs at it again. I'm gonna actually play out a Path of Ancestry. Enter tap, can tap for any color in my mana or in my commander's color identity. And if I cast a creature that shares a type with it, which in this case is zombie and wizard, I can scry 1, which is kind of neat.
That
And
is pretty
then
cool.
yeah, and it's only with that mana. Yeah. So unfortunately, for my next trick, I'm gonna go ahead and tap this island and my Planner Atlas for a Thought Courier, which is a human wizard. It is a 1/1 for 2, where with tap, draw a card, then discard a card from my hand. It's Merfolk Looter style, just on the 1/1 wizard.
That's really good.
You know, it's solid. It does the thing that this deck wants to do, theoretically. So I'm gonna pass it.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Ooh. Okay. I will play an island. Who do I want to mill for 3?
Yourself?
It should probably be yourself, but
Yeah, it will be. All right, so we're gonna grab Progenitor
You're just
Mimic.
gonna give into it. You're just gonna give into, you know.
I mean,
your-
technically, I'm supposed to. It's a self-mill deck. I only did it to you because you specifically put
'Cause it
something
was
you want.
funny, yeah.
Ashiok, Progenitor Mimic, and a Zagoth Triumph.
Yo, Ashiok Dream Render.
That card is gross. And in
One of my-
self-mill, it's like
It is my favorite
Yeah,
card, though, or at least
it's
one
so
of my
good.
favorites.
Do I? Yeah, I'm gonna pay. Oh, I'm gonna have to hurt myself because I don't have a black. Otherwise, I hurt myself for one. I'm gonna cast a Buried Alive. I'm gonna go search for 3 creature cards and put them in my graveyard.
one of my
Um,
favorite cards of all time.
Yeah, so let's. How do I view my
Is it-
library?
Bringing tombs together.
This has
Let's go.
really changed what I want to do on my next turn. Because I
I
feel
don't even
like
know what I'm gonna put in there.
I do. You said it during your deck intro.
Yeah, but I say all sorts of stuff. So I'm just gonna set this here.
Huh.
Put that there. What else is even good to put in there? Actually, no, that's the main thing I want to get.
Clones.
Nah, I want to draw into them. I want to draw into the clones. Sorry, I'm tanking right now.
Man, you know what they say that you shouldn't tutor for things unless you know what you're getting.
I don't care who says that, and I disagree with them. I'm going to put an Underrealm Lich in the yard. Why not? And you know what? Just so,
A Gitrog monster.
yeah, I'll find Gitrog. That way, like, if I cast one of the things and I get to do it, it'll suck, and that'll be great. And if I get blown out here, I get blown out here.
So be it.
Here we go. I got 3 very good babies: Gitrog, Craterhoof, Underrealm Lich, and I'll just toss them in the yard.
I'm
And
then,
then,
remembering.
Those are all fantastic.
We had to stop you with this deck, so this deck actually performed last time because
Yeah,
the
it
reason
did.
why
Like, we had to gang up on you. I remember this. Like, there was like a bajillion fucking. I remember this.
I only made 3 Craterhoofs that game, if memory serves. Oh, good. Patashard is playing Monster Hunter Wilds. That's great. I am.
I'm sure that's quite fun.
I'll pass the turn. It's all right because Russ is in black. He's gonna Bajuka Bog me, and then I'm out of the game.
That would be something else.
Funny.
I don't think I have a Bajuka Bog in any of my decks, and I'm happy to keep it that way. That's how much I dislike that card. Even if I could use it, like, nope.
Hey,
I'm gonna
hey,
play
do you have one for
for
sale?
Jade.
I'm sorry.
I was like, do you have one for sale? I need one.
I have several.
I don't think I might have one in Eureka just because that card is full of my douche moves.
I'm gonna pay
Here we
2
go. I mean-
to play a Bart.
I
Oh,
play
nice.
too many black decks, and I try to put a Bajuka Bog in all my black decks.
Which is smart. Like, that is the correct thing to do.
And then I don't like what I have, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pay 1 black. It's a little early to do this, but I'm gonna go ahead and Village Rites the Viscerous here.
Mm.
Draw
Interesting.
2 cards.
I respect that.
Do what you gotta do, man.
So do we
Somehow
think
that is actually better?
Jolly has a reanimate on his turn?
You think?
Oh man, I'll tell you this. If I did, I would. I don't think I have a good poker face. If I had one, I would be so much more excited than I am right now.
I'm gonna go ahead.
I
And
would
pass.
be beaming. I have an 8 mana reanimate in my hand, but it is 8 mana. So it's we'll see if I get there.
More, I'm trying to think of. Do I need to? I played a mountain. Mountain. Do I need to go and try to be responsible, or just do my own thing?
Well, think about what I did, and then ask yourself, do you want to be like me?
You're usually the one who's responsible, and you end up spending all the removal to slow the rest of us down, and then we just end up beating you up because you didn't spend as much on building your own board state as you probably should. That happens often, I've noticed. So up
Because
to you, man.
it's the control player in me.
I understand. I get that.
And I will say, even though you do that, you still win a decent amount.
That is true, yeah.
So like sometimes I'm like, no, you do deserve it still.
Oh yeah.
It's more because I think even if he does have a reanimate, I think someone else will have the ability to at least remove the hoof rather quickly, so
I
it
don't
can't be
though.
cloned.
I mean,
Let me have it.
Yeah, Orzhov and Esper at the
Yeah.
table. That would sure make sense.
So let's go and be a little bit of my own problem. Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Yeah, there you go.
God, I love this card.
Fable of the Mirror Breaker, the card that everyone underrated.
Everyone. There was like 2 months after it released where it was $1. Like,
And
man,
Flavor
we were all
Profiles
wrong.
Max is going to be my Goblin Shaman.
Heck yeah.
And I have to tap my mana for that, otherwise I'm cheating.
This is fair.
And then I'll pass
That's
turn.
how that works.
It's actually funny
Alright,
you
Roger.
say that, because when it first came out, I wanted to put it in my treasures deck. So I went to my LGS, I'm like, where's your Fable of the Mirror Breaker? I'm not seeing it. They're like, oh, that card's worth less than $1. I'm like, oh, I want one. They're like, okay, we'll get it out of the bulk rares for the set.
Looking back, I've been like, I'll take 24. Yeah, but at the same time, like,
I
we didn't know.
It
Didn't read amazing is the thing. Like, but man, it really is.
See, I always thought it was really good. I just wanted it for treasures. I'm like,
Sure.
I only need one because I don't play 60 card formats. But I'm like,
In
man,
standard, that thing was problematic. Yeah. All right. I wanted to have this swamp and this Path of Ancestry for my commander, Hashaton. We're hashing. I'm gonna hash this out. That bumps my command attacks up to 2. Boop, boop.
I'm of the opinion from now on, if I decide that there's a card I like,
and there's a Path of Ancestry trigger, so I'm gonna scry.
that when it comes out, I will go and buy more than one of them.
You know, I've come to the conclusion that I need to start doing that too, because like I didn't trust my gut. There was a minute when you know, I think I can do all of this at instant speed, so I'm gonna pass. There was a time when Breach the Multiverse was worth.
That was $1. Like, it was.
Why did I not buy 50 of those? Like, looking back, it was like I just should have done that. It was very silly because I knew I
was super hyped for that card when it came out.
Like, I knew I was going to play with it, so even if nobody else cared, like, I knew I was going to enjoy it, and I thought it was going to be good. And it turned out, yeah, God, it is.
I play a Warren Soul Trader.
Okay.
Pay a life, sacrifice another creature, make a treasure. Not
Into the Abyss was kind of the same way, too.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Where it was like only like a quarter for a while, and now it's a few dollars, too. It's like all these cards that I like playing.
Right.
I do have to pass. I missed a land drop, and that's on me.
That's no good, though.
Get Rex Scrub.
Keep drawing a card. Everybody likes when we draw a card. Gonna play a Plains Return. Gonna do a Plains in a Swamp thing to play Corpse Knight.
Corpse Knight's a good one.
Legit.
I like it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Then we're gonna pay 2 for a Fellwash Stone.
Ayo.
And pass the turn. No,
So
Fellwash Stone, not AO.
I still remember with Corpse Knight, when Throne of Eldraine first came out. Not Throne of Eldraine, M21 when it first came out. Or was that M20? Either way. They had to go and announce at pre-releases that it was misprinted because it was printed as a 3-2, not a 2-2 in the initial printing.
Oh, yeah.
So they had to announce that to everyone.
Excellent.
Good times.
It was fun. Trigger my Fable. Do I want to discard any of these?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I want to discard one. I want to discard this. You find some prisoners. And I'll draw.
That's a fine idea.
Pay 3. Task my commander.
Yeah, you should do that.
I'm going to move to combat. I want to tap my key to the city to make it that my goblin shaman cannot be blocked.
Very nice.
Cool.
I'm going to swing Laelia at Russ.
Don't do that.
Too late. And my goblin shaman at Jolly.
In response, you're going to gain some life. I'm going to
Yeah. 3 life.
Is that in response to the trigger, so before she gets the counter?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, you gain 2 life.
And I also get a treasure.
You do
Told
get a
you
treasure.
not to
And
do
where was the treasure boy going?
At you.
That sucks. How much? 2 damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whopping 2 damage. Yeah.
Boo! All right.
And Solomon's going to stay exiled forever because I'm not going to have the mana for it. And I'll play a mountain as my land for turn. And I
Nice.
will pass.
On your end step, I'm going to tap Thought Courier, draw a card to discard a card. And I'm going to discard an Undead Gladiator. Upon discarding the Undead Gladiator, I'm going to pay 3 to take advantage of Hashaton's trigger. And I get a tapped Undead Gladiator. You know, it's glad. All right.
That's good.
Hey, and Russ,
So dumb, and I thought you guys.
you need to remember. You remember when you get attacked by Laelia first, you're getting attacked by the weakest version of her.
That's true. Yeah, it's only better from there. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and
we'll make her a
untap.
little bit more expensive.
I could already recast her next turn.
Well, then, hey.
Let's go. Dude, Laelia is real good. Like real good. If you were wondering, yeah, why were we being so mean to Jarvis? Everybody, just watch. Like you'll see what's going on over here. I don't think we're being like unnecessarily mean. We respect what's going on over there. I'm gonna go ahead and play in a cursed Duneyard. So I've got an accursed Duneyard as well as the Unholy Grotto. And I theoretically have some stuff I can do.
I mean, you got a big old gladiator.
I do. Who's glad to be here? Meh.
I'm glad to see him.
Right?
I do
Me
love
too,
a.
You know?
Eric Stratton, Rush President, Dan, glad to meet you.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go to the various and sundry combats, and I'm gonna go ahead. So, Jarvis, you've got 2 mana available right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. And probably what about 5 cards in the hand?
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Hey, check that out. I'm gonna pretend that wasn't just a happy accident. And I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go to combat, and I think I'm gonna send.
Let's take Ham to Vegas to play blackjack because obviously he counts cards.
I can clearly count cards. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send the Undead Gladiator Russ's way, and that'll be my only attack.
I will take 4.
All right. Oh, you know what I can do then? Oh, is that worth it? I
Yes.
think it is. I'm gonna tap this Planar Atlas and this Island for a Charter Course. I'm just gonna draw 2 cards.
Yeah, because you
I
attacked
take
this
it.
turn.
Yeah, I kind of can't go wrong, you know. Just give me
That
cards.
seems
I want cards.
that seems suboptimal. You want to be discarding cards.
I do. You're not wrong. I sure do. But as long as I got my Thought Courier here, it's all going to be okay. Hey, nobody touched my Thought Courier. I also have the Undead Gladiator in my graveyard, which is a discard outlet as well. So
Which is very funny.
it is very funny. I enjoy it very much. And I'm going to go ahead and pass that shiz. Jolly, take it away.
All right. Did we draw land?
Yeah,
We did. Very good. So we will. I think everybody.
With the stun counter.
I think everybody likes this card. I don't think anybody has a problem with this card. I'm going to attempt to cast. We'll see if there's counter spells around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who likes a culling ritual, baby? Who likes to destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less and then add a green or black for each permanent destroyed this way?
I do have to admit, that's not my favorite.
Yeah,
there
doesn't
wasn't
exactly make me very happy.
I got a mill 3. Ravenous,
but
Chupacabra, Swamp, and a Forest.
In all fairness, I do love that card. Just the context is not my favorite.
It's a green card. Why do you think I wouldn't have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Because it's also black.
There you go. Exactly. So
I do have a response.
I do as well. So
I want to sacrifice
with
my
Russ, right?
treasure. I figured Russ
okay.
didn't have anything because Russ tapped out.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm going to sacrifice my treasure for a red.
There you go.
Are you going to pass priority, or are you going to do something?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. I am going to go ahead and tap Thought Carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card, discard a card. And the card I'm going to discard is actually going to be a Coffin Queen, which I did not have drawn up yet. Who notably is a 3-drop, because Killing Ritual only cares about 2 or less. Coffin Queen also, by the way, the card that was printed back in Tempest just says Wizard, but for some reason it has been errated to Zombie. Not that it really matters, because the 4/4 I'm making will be a zombie. Because yeah, I'm definitely gonna trigger Hashaton there. Got 1 black open, and then I'm gonna proceed to be sad. So I guess it resolved then.
Sick. All right. So how much mana am I adding?
You're getting 2 from me. Or no,
2 from me as well.
The Atlas as well.
Is that permanent or creature?
Any permanent.
Yeah, non-land permanents.
Yeah, you get 3 from me.
So that's 8.
Yeah, you just blast me back to the Stone Age.
And 1 from yourself, so you get a total of 9.
I get a total of 9. Hey, do y'all remember when I said I had an 8 mana reanimation spell?
Yeah.
Here it is. Whee! Look at that! It's Bringer of the Last Gift. I cast it from my hand. When it enters, if I cast it, everybody needs to sacrifice all the other creatures that they control, and then they can bring back all their stuff from the graveyard to the battlefield.
That's the goofiest living death I think I've ever seen, but I'm here for it. Yeah. Although you wipe the board and then immediately we'll get all our shit back. Like, all right.
Yeah, like somehow I feel less bad about this now.
I kind of wish I had kept Hashaton in my graveyard there. What the hell? All right.
I mean, I wish I still had the Felwar Stone, but I'm okay with the rest of this.
Right. Yeah.
So let me.
I'm not okay with any of this.
Actually, my board looks way worse now. Still. But...
Boop. Boop. Boop.
Cool. Whatever.
Boop. Do I have any other creatures? Oh, and a Progenitor Mimic, but it can only copy something that's already out here because everything will enter at the same time. So it would be able to copy just Bringer of the Last Gift, I guess.
I had an Undead Gladiator. Could you have copied that? A 4/4 Undead Gladiator token?
No, because you had to sacrifice. You sacrifice first.
Oh, you're right. Never mind. I didn't have shit.
So yeah, you may have it enter, so you can just have it die.
Yeah,
no, I'll have it be.
That's fine.
I'll have it be a Bringer of the Last Gift.
Well, if you do that, you just completely whip the boards.
No, it's only if I cast it. I didn't cast it.
So you cast it? Oh, okay.
Graveyard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I got triggers.
Who's getting
I gotta watch.
That's the question.
Oh, yeah, I don't even care because I'm completely out of this game now.
No, you might not be.
No, Jolly, I think I genuinely do think you
just
won.
I think you just got this.
Wait, did I just win?
Yeah.
Possibly. Let's count. Let's play it out.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was a hell of a
5,
play, dude.
6, 7. All my creatures get +7/+7. Do they and haste?
Yes.
No, Craterhoof has haste. It doesn't give haste.
Oh, it doesn't give.
Yeah, so I can only swing with Craterhoof.
It's a sizable one, but yeah, it's a 13/13 Trampler. But and the Hedron Crab. Or no, it just died and came back. Never mind.
Yeah, it just died and came right back. This is what I'm saying. Not good at Craterhoof.
Oh no, I just don't think I have the ability to get through any of this stuff because.
Oh, I will say I did have Ravenous enter, and so I will kill Ham's Thought Courier. That will be the creature I destroy with my Ravenous troops. Right. Well, your other ones can't do discarding from the battlefield, right?
That's correct.
Well, it's a non-black creature, right?
For Ravenous?
Troops? No.
Yeah. Oh no, it's any creature. What was non-black?
Troops is any creature.
Oh, yeah.
Necrotal is non-black.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that makes this Craterhoof is a 12/12. Ham.
Yo.
12 Craterhoof damage.
Before you go to attack, I actually had a couple triggers as well.
Oh yeah, you have your Knight of the Round Table guy triggers, don't you?
Yeah, I have 2 Corpse Knight triggers to ping everybody for 2 life.
Ouch.
Fair enough. And then I'm taking 12 after that, so I'm at 26.
That was a good turn.
That was a phenomenal turn.
I'm still gonna lose this game. That's a promise to y'all.
I highly doubt
y'all,
that, but all right.
Y'all thinking things, but y'all don't know nothing. All right, I passed the turn.
Accepted.
I don't want to call that Jolly's going to win the game. I just want to say that I have no chance at this game now.
Well, looking at my hand, I'm happy. I have no qualms with calling the Jolly's going to win this game. I have no doubt.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see. Unless Russ pulls a Day of Judgment off the top, I'm not loving our chances here.
Russ is pretty good at running board wipes.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna play.
I guess I do have
for turn.
There you go.
Black, white, 1, 2. Ah, blah, Dracula. Blah, blah, I want to bite your neck. Dracula enters, trigger corpse night, everybody loses a life.
Did you say I want to bite your neck?
Yeah, like blood.
I've never heard that variation. I've only ever heard I want to suck your blood. I want to bite your neck.
There was an old game with a Dracula. It was an old board game where like you had to roll your dice and it was called I want to bite your finger. But like that was the commercial is like I want to bite her neck and they're like no his finger, and then that was the game. Like look it up on YouTube, it's a thing.
I've never.
I believe you.
I really like that. I like that a lot.
So then I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna go. And pass my turn because I'd be dumb to do anything else.
Really, somebody's got a board wipe.
I don't want a board wipe though. Yet.
Why not?
Because right now I look at a 6/6, a 6/6, a 6/6, and like not much else.
Yeah, really, my best thing that I have right now are these 6/6 flyers.
Yeah, but if you have a clone to kind of Crater Hoof, that's GG.
I'm going to play a Commander
one,
Sphere.
Yeah.
I hope I draw one.
And then for 2, I'm going to cast a Ren's Resolve to exile the top 2 cards of my library. I can play those until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
A Myriad Landscape and a Seething Song. I will play that Myriad Landscape as my land for turn, and I'll pass the turn.
There you go.
Tight. I'm going to go ahead and untap. By the way, Coffin Queen, she does have the ability to reanimate out of anybody's graveyard. So if anybody has any like big sexies in their graveyard, may I ask?
Warren Soul Trader's the only sexy I have.
Okay.
I do not have Kevin Nash in my graveyard, unfortunately.
Hell yeah, Kevin Nash reference. There we go. We got I Want to Bite Your Neck and Kevin Nash. This is good.
All about them big sexies. All right.
This is top tier content today.
It really is. I'm impressed. You guys are in rare form today, and I'm here for it. All right. Freaking nuts. All right.
Nuts if you butts, boy.
Dude, I'm gonna nut so many butts. Wait. I'm gonna go ahead and hit a Temple of Silence. I'm gonna get my scry on. I have a feeling if this game is going to go longer, that card would be good. As it stands, I'm going to put it on bottom. Sure. And then, for my next trick, actually, you know what? I'm just going to go to... I'm at 25. All right, I'm just going to tap out here for 5. To play a Glasswing Grace on my Undead Gladiator. Glasswing Grace is an aura that is actually in here because the backside is a tap land. But the front side, enchanted creature gives +2/+2, has flying and lifelink on my Undead Gladiator. So homie is now a 5/3 flying lifelinking Undead Gladiator, and he is very glad to have that stat buff. So That's happening. So now I have a lifelinking blocker, and I'm just gonna kind of brace for impact and hope everything's fine.
There you go.
And pass the turn with 5 cards in hand.
Woo! Untap, upkeep. Oh, I got to sacrifice this land? Oh, yeah, I don't even draw. All right, so I sacrifice a land, and then I would get to do the Underrealm Lich draw.
Yep.
And none of these are lands.
Which is unfortunate, but I must say it's going to be difficult to be sorry for you here.
No, I don't want.
Yeah.
No, I do not want or need any sympathy. I'm gonna take a witness protection, and I don't have to tell y'all that, but I will put these in the graveyard. And then I draw my card for turn, which will let me oh cool, animate dead. Oh, extract from darkness.
Best cards ever made. Period.
Oh, this is true. All right. Okay, so polluted delta, huh? I guess that's my land I get to do. That's cool. Yeah. There we go. That'll be the card I draw. These will go in the yard. And then we'll sacrifice this to go search out a land, but upon being sacrificed.
Oh. Well, before you do that, Underrealm Lich.
Yeah, I should have had.
Okay, never mind. I was looking at it. Sorry, I was confused. For some reason,
I'm doing it in a stupid way. I also have this token that can't attack. So we'll sacrifice this land. We'll do the Underrealm Lich thing just for ease of use. Hey, Exhume. Wait, I don't have any good creatures in the graveyard though. Stuff me full of butts. Okay. I do like an Exhume though. An Exhume does.
I love how you have an Ashnod's altar sitting right there, and you're just talking about Exhume this whole time. You know.
That's how my brain works.
I know I'm over here just being like, the altar's right there. What are you? Why is this a question? And I have a suspicion Russ playing
yeah, I'm like,
aristocrats over here is having a similar feeling.
Where's mine as I'm like twitching?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Well, what would I even do with it?
Pass on that, you son of a.
I got no use for that. Also, I don't even have another green source. I'm gonna take Exhume. I'm gonna go in the trash. Fuck these cards. And then I get to go and get that land finally. What land do I want? It's gotta be some kind of a dual land.
Overgrown Tomb.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm getting.
That's a good shout.
Skadoink. And I will let it shock me. Youch.
Shocking.
I want to view my graveyard real quick. I don't even think I have any creatures in here, do I? I got like a Rex Sage. Bubkiss. Absolute fabsolute Bubkiss. But I can do. Yeah, we'll do 1, 2, 3.
You can too.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna cast this Timeless Witness.
Love me some Timeless Witness.
And I'm just gonna. I want. You know what? I really like Extract from Darkness. I'm gonna put Extract from Darkness in my hand. That's what I want. For those of you who don't know, Extract from Darkness, you can click on it. Each player mills 2 cards, and then I can put a creature from a graveyard onto the battlefield. I like the mill part. Oh, speaking of which, I have 2 mill triggers here. Neato. I should have done those. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. Oh, cool. I get to draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Sick. I get to draw more cards. I'll put a forest in my hand. And I'll discard this. And then I'll 1, 2, 3. Ah, sick. I'll put this land in my hand. Actually.
Yeah, I remember.
And then that. Yeah, if I had sequenced anything correctly, I would have exhumed this. Oh wait, no, I have one more mill trigger. Yeah, here we go. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it again. I'll grab a swamp, throw these in the garbage. I get to draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Rift Sweeper. I have to have that in case somebody exiles my Crater Hoof so I can get it back. And I'll throw these. One of those was a land, so 1, 2, 3.
The Altar of Dementia.
Altar of Dementia and a Dance of the Dead to reanimate if I need to. I'm gonna go to attackers. I'm gonna swing these 2 flying 6/6s. Those are gonna go at Russ. This doesn't even have trample anymore, so it's actually not very good at the moment, but it will be good later. It is a 5/5 though. That's not nothing. It dies to the Undead Gladiator, but it doesn't die to a Jarvis. So 5 Crater at Jarvis. And Gitrog has Death Touch.
Yep. DTs.
And you know what? I have so many reanimation things. 6 Death Touch at you, Ham. So if you want to double block it and I send Gitrog to the yard, that's fine by me.
I have no blocks.
I understand. I will put Coffin Queen in front of it.
Okay. So that was 12 in the sky at Russ, 6 on the ground at Ham, 5 on the ground at Jarvis. All right, that's my turn. I have to discard.
Yeah, Gitrog doesn't have trample or anything,
4,
right?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to discard 2 cards. I don't care about Pitiless Plunderer. That will go to the graveyard. And I don't care about... Oh, I really don't want to discard a land. But everything else I specifically chose. Damn it. We'll discard this land.
Well, technically you chose some of the lands too.
Do what?
Technically you chose some of those lands too.
I did. I don't want them anymore. Oh, there's a Reanimate. I'll put Reanimate into my hand. I didn't have to tell you there was a Reanimate. But I did have to discard an Undergrowth Stadium, so I do gotta draw 3. Or look at the top 3. Oh, this sucks. Come on, lands. I don't want to draw you anymore. I'll take the Technique, put these in the thing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll put that in my hand, and we'll put Splitting Image, Butcher Malakir, and then we'll discard Massacre Girl, Reanimate, and Extract from Darkness. And then I'm done.
Step up, keep drawing a card. Everybody likes women drawing a card.
I've only got 41 cards in the deck left.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. All right. Cool.
All right, so I think
Just
what
gotta
I'm
mill
gonna
me
have
out.
to do.
That thing we can all do, clearly.
1, 2, 3 for Maverick Fane, Dark Apostle. It's a 2/2. It says whenever one or more non-token vampires I control attack, create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink.
Okay.
It's fun, like not as fun as it could be.
I like it. I respect it.
And then for 2, we're gonna throw out some Swiftfoot Boots.
Good shoes.
Trigger Corpse Knight. Everybody loses a life.
Ow.
I lose a life. I'm not dead yet.
All right. So what do we got? I just want to create a lifelinker. Jarvis, can I just swing at you for 1?
I'm not doing anything about it.
I will swing at Jarvis for 1 with a Viscerous here.
Okay.
Trigger Maverick Fane. I will create a vampire with lifelink. Trigger
Sick.
Corpse Knight. Everybody loses a life.
Sick.
And I passed my turn.
Okay.
Point of order. I'm sorry. Viscerous here was 2. I was a liar. I forgot about the +1/+1 from Dracula.
Wasn't going to change anything.
Actually, that made the block even less optimal, so yeah.
Draw. Seething Song?
5 mana.
Mm-hmm. Mountain is my land for turn. The 5 mana and 1 for 6 total for Ogiatali.
What?
Let's go.
Signed by Alan for Mental Misplay.
Nice.
Very good.
And then I want to sacrifice my BR Landscape and pass the turn.
I do like
Okay.
an Atali.
Untapping, upkeeping. We
Untapping,
be drawn.
upkeeping, and drawing, and loving.
Play out a prairie stream, which I do have 2 basics, so it comes in untapped, which is dope.
Very good.
So, should check my utility lands here. Cruise Dune Yard regenerates stuff, and Holy Grotto takes zombies from the yard to the top. Those are not good in this case. So, I'm going to go ahead and, well, I'm going to use the, I'm going to use the Unholy Grotto. And this island, and I'm going to discard a Waker of Waves. When I do, I look at the top 2 cards in my library, put one of them into my hand and the other into my graveyard. So,
Yeah. Was that in the pre-con?
no, that was one of my upgrades. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Put that in my hand, and then a Timeless Dragon is going into my yard.
That's also really good.
This one was in the pre-con. But yeah, that's solid, yeah.
Funny. That's so good.
Right?
It's just slightly smaller, and then from the graveyard, you can make it the same size as your slightly smaller ones.
Exactly. I'm going to go ahead and tap the Swamp and the Path of Ancestry to play out an Undead Augur. Whenever this creature or another Zambi I control dies, I get to draw a card and lose a life. Getting to lose a life is the best. It does share 2 creature types, actually, with my commander, so I do get to take a Scry from Path. That, I think, is going to go on bottom. That doesn't seem awesome here. And I can't afford to do anything that isn't awesome here. That's kind of where we're at. And then I'm going to go ahead and...
Well, I didn't feel like mine was very awesome.
For a Lore Broker, this is also one of my upgrades. You can tell because it is symmetrical and friendly, which is not something...
I love Lore Broker.
Lore Broker is a phenomenal card. It's a phenomenally terrible card. It is a 1/2 human rogue for 1 and a blue. Tap each player, draws a card, then discards a card. So yeah, Jolly, given how hard you've been milling, keep an eye out. I'm coming for you.
I'm gonna get got.
She's gonna.
Could you imagine if a Lore Broker was lethal on somebody? Oh man, that would just make my day. And as much as I would like to attack with Undead Gladiator, guaranteed a lifelink, I really need to keep it back to block. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass the stuff.
Okay, so I gotta. I don't want to accidentally missequence anything. I'm going to make another one of these. Boink. This one can't attack, but this one can. I could have just left the other one up there. Boop, boop. Upkeep. Sacrifice land. Sacrifice a forest. Look 3 deep. Oh, hee-hoo-ha.
Hello,
yeah.
my old friend.
We'll take that, put that in the hand, and we'll discard an island and a 3 steps ahead. Oh, which means I get to draw a card.
Yeah, that 3 steps ahead would have been lethal.
Yeah. I'll put Watery Grave in my hand, but I did unfortunately discard a swamp, which means I do have to do this again.
Oh no.
If I keep hitting lands, I think I might have an issue. Okay. Island, 2 non-lands, Victimize and Dread Return. There we go.
Now, the one thing about that, though, the one thing about the Underrealm Lich is that that's not drawing cards.
I know.
And even if your deck's gone, as long as it's there, you still don't die. So we would need to remove it first.
And then I go to my actual draw for turn. That'd be funny. I don't really want any of these. I'll take this, I guess. And we will put in Treat the Dead and Wood Elves into the graveyard. Then we can play 2 lands. A Bagoo, a Zadu, And, sure. I guess we came here to do something.
Yeah, you did.
We might as well
Get
do
done.
something.
Freaking do it.
So we will first.
That's 4 mana, 2 of which is blue.
Yeah,
Can't
we're gonna cast a stunt double.
Yeah.
Have it enter as a crater hoof behemoth,
Yeah, you sure are.
Yeah, that's it.
and then also
You take this down, King. You got this.
I'm also gonna cast an exhume. Everybody gets to reanimate one creature from their graveyard.
I don't have anything.
Yeah, any old creature you got.
I'm gonna take a Waker of Waves, which gives all creatures my opponents control -1, -0. That is just absolutely just spitting into the wind. But you know what? Hey.
And I'm gonna grab. Where did you go, you little dummy? Phantasmal Image as another creature.
God, dude.
Just that way we at least got some clones out. So
and some floater, because that's for sure. Yeah.
Wop wop wop. Oh yeah, and
how many
all at
total
rest.
creatures are we working with here?
What?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah,
You have 12 total creatures. So it gets like +10 and then +11 on each of them.
Yeah. Yeah. We did it.
Good God, man.
Yeah. You just swing out all 3 of us. We're there.
Yeah, you win.
And let's take into account, because I have one thing to say, is that I want to thank, because I don't know if y'all noticed, but if it wasn't for y'all playing such low to the ground, low mana cost permanents, I would have never had this opportunity today. So I just want to thank the 3 of you and Calling Ritual, because otherwise I would have done nothing this game. So for y'all establishing the board and 1 sorcery, I was able to completely take this game away.
Ultimately, you did a buried alive into a living death, which is an insane setup.
I
you got there in kind of a roundabout way, but yeah. Yeah, dude, that rules. Well done.
We got there.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we got to think about what this really means. And what this really means is I'm excited to see Laelia again. I'm excited for Laelia to come back.
We promise, guys, that Laelia deck is very powerful. We swear. It really is. We have all watched it do egregious, disgusting things. It is capable. It is possible.
Literally makes me poop in my pants out of fear.
Oh no! Once that coin ritual happened with what was in my hand, I had no chance.
Yeah,
I wasn't like. That's why I'm like I wasn't gonna block the 2/2 or the 1/1. Russ could send his entire team at me, and I wasn't blocking because I knew I didn't have a chance in that game.
Yeah. You don't have a blasphemous act?
Once that happened, I was pretty much out of it with what I had in my hand. Because all I had in my hand were like value pieces with Laelia out. Like it was more like Ren's Resolve type stuff.
Yeah, and having 1 Blasphemous Act in like 78 cards or whatever, like what are the chances that you're just going to draw into that naturally?
And then that coin ritual took care of my other board wipe I did have because I did have Structural Assault in my hand.
Oh yeah.
But you got rid of all the artifacts, so that were on the battlefield at that time, so it didn't really matter.
Well, I'm excited to see Laelia again, but I think more important than that, I'm excited to see this deck again that I just played whenever we do the Day of Champions, because I'm 100% bringing this one back.
Heck yeah, you are.
Giving it the run back.
Dude, that rules.
We hoofing.
Oh, yeah.
We're just going to hoof it. And my hope is that I'll lose that one.
That's 2 creator hoof wins. 1 for me and 1 for Jolly.
Mm-hmm. And I feel because of the culling ritual and the fact that it was Crater Hoof, I feel happy and gleeful, but also undeserved. And it's a beautiful spot to be. I was just it literally was luck because I controlled nothing that you guys did. Y'all just played the things I needed. I'm casino brain right now, but I don't get mad at casino brain. I would rather be lucky than good every time. Every time I'd rather be lucky.
You played the board correctly.
I did.
Yeah, good.
I'm good. I'm good. Oh, I gotta do the thing.
Yeah.
If you like to talk to tomatoes and sing, y'all go home. Tell your wife I said hi. Tell your kids I told your wife I said hi.